Today's theme is integration and implementation as we make that transition from the Leo moon having to do with self-expression following Thursday's full moon in Leo. The moon goes today into Virgo, where we come down to earth, we get grounded, and we discover what it looks like to roll up our sleeves and put in place what we've been learning about, what we've been discovering, or what's been being revealed to us about our creative process, what we want to create for the future, and how our beliefs and our connection with how we imagine things and ground ourselves, how all of that is changing. I'm Marina Orms here with your Astro Vibe for Saturday, January 27th. And I've been sharing quite a bit this week about the Leo full moon, about sharing and creativity, self-expression, authenticity, how we're shifting and things are changing with Pluto in Aquarius, with the sun now in Aquarius, how the fixed signs play into that with Uranus stationing direct, and Jupiter and Uranus in Taurus, focusing on grounding and what brings a sense of normalcy to our lives and how that normalcy is changing. So that's a little recap of the events of the week. And I mean, and that's just scratching the surface, right? There, all the planets are doing things. But those are kind of the highlights. And then today, so the moon is waning now, meaning we are past the full moon. The moon is getting smaller each night. And the moon goes from Leo, where we're focused on moving outward, expressing ourselves and creativity, to Virgo, which is an earth sign. So in Virgo, we roll up our sleeves and we get to work. We fix things, we repair things, we build things, we attend to details, we get things right. We really focus in on the minutia of what it means to put things in place. So as the moon is waning after the full moon, we are beginning to kind of realize, I guess, or recognize what was uncovered, what was revealed, what was illuminated around the full moon, and what the implications are of what was revealed to us. So something in your life, this is going to be individual for each person. So something is being revealed to you or reflected back to you related to what you've been working on, what you've been thinking about, how you've been learning, growing, evolving, what is showing up in your life. And some of that might be destabilizing, as we've been talking about this week. So some of that is working with the energy of change. Virgo, the Virgo moon today, and it goes into Virgo, late morning my time. So I'm on Pacific time. So if you're on the East Coast, it could be mid-afternoon, 2, 3 p.m. in there somewhere. So when the moon goes into Virgo, it is about how do we make what we want to create real and tangible? What does it require in terms of putting things in place, starting to do things, getting it grounded step by step? So if you're working on a creative process and you had to kind of upend what it is you're thinking about and how you're moving forward on something, and because you're being asked to do it differently, because the future is showing up in the present. And when the future shows up in the present, it says the way you have been doing things is based on the past, and that's not going to help you create the future. When that future shows up in the present, we have to ask ourselves, how do I do things based on what is emerging that is inviting me to move forward. So Virgo is hands-on. Virgo is about the details. Virgo is about getting things right. So if you're working on a creative process, this is about putting the rubber to the road. Is that how you say that? The pedal to the metal. I don't know, not quite, but it's about implementation. So it's where the rubber meets the road. That's what I'm trying to say. Welcome to my brain. Okay, so we are working on implementation, and that means putting things in place, but putting them in place in a way that is different than how we have done that in the past. So, in other words, we are stepping into new possibilities, which means doing things in different ways, which means bringing them into being in new and creative ways. So if your creative process is to recognize that you've been making pottery, right? You've been doing ceramics and pottery all this time, and you always do it the same way because you know how it works, because you're good at it and you have skills. And it could be pottery, it could be whatever it is that you're good at, right? This is just an example. So you've been doing this pottery, and suddenly you realize with this week's Leo full moon that you can't keep doing the same style you've been doing all along, because it's not really reflective of who you are and what your best possibility is, right? Like there's something new coming through your creative work. And so you're recognizing that you can't keep doing it the old way, but you don't yet know how to make it work, how to shape it in the new way that's coming through. But with the Virgo moon now, the waning moon going into Virgo means we are implementing the new. So now we're starting to get tangible and see, oh, I need to shape my pot this way. I need to put my flair on it this way. I'm going to try and I'm going to perfect it, and I'm going to so there's time that goes into and focus that goes into getting it right based on what is coming through, new ideas, new possibilities that are coming through. And so in your creative work, if you're making pottery, that looks like a new kind of pot, right? A new kind of ceramic. But now you're getting clear about how to do the here and now to make that into a thing. And when it becomes a thing, you can put your hands on it, you can see it, you can show it to somebody, this is what it looks like. So notice what's coming through, what it's asking you to do differently, how it's asking you to get your hands on something and to get it right, and to attend to the details of bringing something into being that is a tangible form of the new possibilities that are coming into your life and your world. So that's what we're heading into with this Virgo moon that begins today, and the moon will be in Virgo for the next couple of days. So you've got some time to work on this and to think about what you want to focus on and what you want to get into the weeds of, because it's really about detail. It's really about hands-on. It's really about losing yourself in the process of making something that you can see, hear, taste, touch, feel, show to somebody else. All right. Thanks so much for being here. I am Marina Orms, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. You can learn more about me at astrologyheals.com and check out ways to work with me to dive deeper into your chart and understand your life path, what you're creating from the future, and what that looks like in your life, how to get in alignment with these energies of change at astrologyheals.com. All right, I'll be here with more astrology for unshakable self-care, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.